Evening YouTube, Mark here. Bit of a midweek video. Got a bit of a surprise the other day. I got chatting to one of the lads at work, and I found out he's dipping his toe a little bit into the cigar scene. We're having a little chat about what cigars he's actually smoked. And he mentioned that he'd tried a Romeo and Juliet Churchill cigar. So obviously we were chatting, he was showing us some of the cigars that he had. And he was saying that obviously when his dad's been on holiday, he's brought some cigars back. And so they've sort of been trying different types of cigars. So I took some in, a little selection in yesterday for him to try, and he brought one in for me to try and another one today. He brought in a Flor Canaria. Now these are from Gran Canaria. I couldn't really find a great deal about them when I was doing a googly, but I did come across a guy on a cigar forum who had a chat about them, and basically these are sort of made for Gran Canaria, obviously. Now apparently Gran Canaria do grow tobacco, but they don't grow enough to go into a full-time cigar production. So these ones are New World made for them. The guy on the forum said he paid about €1 a stick. So the great thing about these is obviously they've got a pre-hole in them already. So they're sort of like a bar guy, you know. You go in, you get a couple of drinks in the bar, you spot these, you get a couple. You don't have to mess around with you don't have to carry cutters in your pockets or anything like that. You can just grab a book of matches from the pub that you're in, and you're pretty much good to go. And obviously the great cigars, if you're out with your mates, you know, you don't mind grabbing a few, and you know, you're not sort of paying extortionate amounts of money for cigars. At 9 times out of 10, a lot of the people you're with don't really smoke them right the way through. They'll have a couple of puffs and then they chucked in the ashtray. So this guy said that it was an enjoyable smoke. He said didn't think it was too bad. So again, he sort of said it was like a yard guy. It was just a cheapie that you would just have when you're mowing the lawn, etc. So I thought, well, you know what, let's give it a go tonight and see what we think. It's got a nice grassy smell to it. Doesn't feel too bad on the construction. It feels quite tight. Like I say, it's already come pre-drilled, so we'll see what the draw is like. Very grassy on the draw, very easy draw, but I am going to cut the end, because what I tend to find with these sort of pre-drilled cigars, if you like, because they've got such a short opening, I tend to find that, and I get this with the Lanceros as well, and certainly the pigtails, that because it's such a small opening that when you're smoking them, you tend to get a lot more juices coming through, and they can get a little bit natty towards the end. So I'm just going to snip a little bit extra off, not too much, just widen her up a little bit more, because like I say, sometimes they can be a little bit nasty, where there's nothing worse than, you know, taking a draw on your cigar and you get loads of tobacco juice comes through. good start. These remind me a little bit of the Guantanamera, which again is another budget stick, which comes in a glass tube, or plastic tube now actually. And again, they're very, very good on the pocket. Very very nice for a budget stick, and again they come pre-cut. Another, like you say, another bar. Nice with that coffee, mind. It's very nutty on the retrohale. Again, I'm getting a bit of a nutty taste on the palate as well. This really reminds me of a Guantanamera. I'll tell you what, I mean, if these things are only €1, you really cannot go wrong. I mean, these are perfect cigars just to, you know, pack out a humidor, and if you know you just fancy a cigar and you just want to scratch the itch, and or have a cup of coffee after work, or a cigar at work, then these things are absolutely perfect for that. And again, if you're just starting out smoking cigars, they're perfect to practice on, get used to it, get the feel of it. Yeah, not bad at all actually. I've had worse. It's very mild on the retrohale, but if you do a full mouth retrohale, it just does get a little bit nippy towards the end. But other than that, it's a perfect cigar for retrohaling. I've got the fire blowing right in front of us, so I don't know what it's like for smoke rings. Turn the fire up and give it a try. The ash is certainly hanging in there. It's not burning too bad. Again, I do have the fire right in front of us, so that could be what's causing a little bit of a quicker burn on one side. Obviously, it's getting the rush of air hitting it there, so give it a go. I have to do a smoke ring quick because get that fire back on. It is cold. Can't get one. Can't get one on tonight. Oh. To be honest with you, I don't have to smoke a cigar because it's that cold in here. It's hard to tell what's smoke and what's just my breath. Matty, if you're watching this, these aren't bad, mate. Again, perfect to start with. A little bit of a chemically acidic taste off the wrapper, but it's not something I'm going to worry too much about. Getting a little slight acidic taste there, so I'm going to try a purge and see what happens. Not too bad. Nothing to worry about. Bit of a void there, so I'm going to try and catch that quick so it doesn't run away. I'm assuming that this is going to be a short filler cigar, so you're not going to get like a, you know, almost like shop floor sweepings putting in it sort of thing, but like I say, it isn't bad at all. I'm really enjoying that retro hill. Again, it's things that I do enjoy in a cigar. Getting that nice nutty taste coming through. Again, very nutty on the retro hill. Sometimes I'll tend to find that some cigars you might get a more nutty flavour in your mouth, but the retro hill is a different thing altogether. Or you might get that sweetness and the hair Bailey taste in your mouth, but you'll get the nuttiness coming through in the retro hill, whereas with this I'm getting it in pretty much in both. So because that's one of the things I really do enjoy in a cigar, then spot on. I just have to look out to see if somebody I know is going to Flor Canaria anytime soon. I did see a box of 5 on the internet. Somebody had advertised, so I don't know sort of what the pack sizes are like. So I do sort of think that These might be like sort of like a single in a jar in a bar, or you can get them in sort of like packs of 5s, 10s, 20s, etc. Well, to be honest with you, I know if I ever go to Gran Canaria, I don't need to pack any in the suitcase because I know I can get some not bad cigars while I'm over there. I'm really happy with that burn again. Ashes staying on there. I mean, I wouldn't put too much faith in it and try and take it down to the band, but it's certainly hanging on there long enough for you to get a few draws and then roll it off in the ashtray. Again, I'm 17 minutes in the video, and obviously I haven't sort of paused it and smoked it a little bit and then come back on. So you can see this is definitely a good half-hour cigar. So again, perfect for a dinner break smoke when you're at work. I'm not picking up much on a room note. Again, what I tend to find with the cheaper cigars as well is that you do get like a lot of smoke off them, and they almost sort of like a continuous burn like a cigarette. But I don't know how long this would take if I was to rest it for it and it would go out. But yeah, not bad at all. Well, it's just a shame that we can't get these type of budget cigars in the UK. I mean, something like this. I mean, I know that the Guantanamera are really stupid prices in the UK now. You know, you're sort of looking at £12 for one. So something like this, you'd probably end up, charging us £7 a stick if you would go into the tobacconist. So £7, no, not worth that. €1, definitely. I mean, you can't go wrong with that price, can you? Something like this in the UK, I would probably, if I was in a bar having a few drinks and I fancied a cigar, I wouldn't mind paying, £4. Because again, it's just something you would have while you're having a pint. But if I was going into a tobacconist's and they had one of these in there for say £7 or something like that, I would rather put the extra money to it and get something like a Michelero Peru, which obviously is a lot more flavourful and a bigger gauge cigar. So yeah, for €1, spot on. Kind of go wrong for that. So yeah. Taste, I've really enjoyed the taste. It's given me everything that I do enjoy from a cigar, and I'm very surprised for a throwaway cigar that it was quite as tasty. I wasn't expecting a great deal. I thought it was going to be a lot milder, but it does have a nice little tasty kick there at the end of it. So yeah, not bad at all. Again, it's a step up from a Toscano. So if I knew anybody who was going to Gran Canaria and they had some room in the luggage, yeah, I would definitely ask them to bring us 20 back. Without a doubt. So, a very nice coffee cigar. Well, Matty, if you catch this video, thank you so much for giving us a chance to try one of these. I think for a new starter, it's spot on. You know, it's got a nice little kick to it. It's not something that's I'm getting no ill effects. I'm not sort of getting any sort of nicotine woozies or any sweats or what have you. I'm not reaching for a bar of chocolate. So again, I think these are something that's perfect for a tea break smoke at work, or if you're just out and about and fancy a coffee when you're out somewhere and you just grab one of these. So yeah, very nice indeed. Thanks for letting us try this. So if you have tried these, as always, please leave a comment below and let us know what you think of them. I mean, I'm really impressed with that burn. Actually, it's not. I was worried a little bit. There was a bit of a, excuse me, there was a bit of a void there, but I managed to keep a check on it. But yeah, it's burned really well. So nice little midweek smoke. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you're all well and out of this cold weather. It is freezing right now, so yeah, I am mad coming out to do this, but yeah, I thought I'm going to do it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.